There comes a time in every boy's life where he has to make one decision. Buy Bitcoin and become an absolute savage, or don't buy Bitcoin and spend your life picking your belly button and disgusting women at every single turn. Well, tickle me till I pop. In the early morning hours, Bitcoin was actually able to ever so slightly set a new all-time high, which I was heavily unexpecting. But based on some of this absolutely groundbreaking news we're going to be getting into in this webisode, you bet that Bitcoin's heading to 50, 100, heck, even $200,000, $300,000 plus over the next very short term. And guys, some of this news is absolutely so groundbreaking that even your mother's boyfriend won't be able to ignore Bitcoin for much longer. Button up your bean sprouts, because we are about to spladoosh. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Gilbert Glue Sniffer, and I promise you, after you watch this video, glue will not be the only thing you're sniffing tonight. Guys, Bitcoin was able to momentarily set a new all-time high in the early morning hours here for me, and in fact, altcoins continue an absolute rumpage. As we've been talking about for a fair amount of time now, the altcoin market space is ready to absolutely let loose and unload massive gainers, the likes of which many of us have never seen and may never see again. So if you guys are new, make sure to hit that like, make sure to subscribe, and you're ready for your bean to absolutely sprout. Make sure to turn on those post notifications as well so you get these time-sensitive, critical updates when we post them. And without any further ado, let's jump in. Diapers reaching maximum capacity. So guys, if we start here yet again with the DXY, 2 days in a row, we've gotten wicks below this 50-day moving average, but if we really zoom in here, you can see still barely holding on. However, the name of the game, the DXY, most likely will continue to plummet. What does that mean? Crypto gainers galore. Crypto City confirmed. And guys, if we start here as well with the entire altcoin market cap, you see continued riding up here. I personally expect this to still continue over the next few weeks, but at some point, I personally think we are going to see a massive jump. We're going to wake up one day, and some of these altcoins, in fact, many of these top altcoins, are going to see gainers that honestly will even probably surprise me. I've only been invested in crypto for roughly 4 years, but within those 4 years, specifically like the first year of it was absolutely insane. Literally every single day, the last few months of the bull market was absolute insane explosion after absolute insane explosion, right? Once you get a snowball rolling, it's very hard for a snowball to stop snowballing. And that is exactly how the momentum of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies works. But guys, this is absolutely more important. So if we actually switch here, this is some of the biggest news that we could ever imagine. And this is something that we didn't have in 2017, yet in 2017, without a doubt, we saw some of the most insane gainers of any assets in the history of the world, right? It was absolute speculation mania, but with that came absolute piggy bank busting gainers. And guys, why am I talking about 2017? Do you think back then the jabronis on Wall Street, the big old banker boys, wanted anything to do with Bitcoin? Not really, guys. I mean, really, for the most part, we had no support other than just retail people. There was very few institutional or big companies at all, even remotely interested in getting into crypto. And you fast forward to the year 2021, the first month and a half of 2021, and the story is the exact opposite. Now, literally every single day that we've been waking up, specifically since Tesla, right, announced their $1.5 billion Bitcoin buy, we're seeing, institution after bank after custodian just absolutely showing immense interest in Bitcoin. And guys, this is going to continue spiraling even much faster than even I could have thought, right? So today, global banking custodian heavyweight BNY Mellon announced that it is entering the Bitcoin arena with the creation of a digital assets unit. They're a custodian of more than $41 trillion in assets. Absolutely insane. It has $2 trillion in assets under management. It means that they can issue, hold, and transfer Bitcoin on behalf of its asset management clients. And guys, this isn't Charlie Chalupa from down the streets bank. This is one of America's oldest banks. BNY Mellon is deeply rooted in the global financial system, which gives this announcement so much more credibility and just bullishness for everybody else, because what it does is de-risks Bitcoin from many others and suggests that stifling regulation from the US government is unlikely. Any remaining existential regulatory risk is now gone, professional financial trader Jonathan Leder told Bitcoin Magazine. BNY would not be involved if the government was planning to come down hard on Bitcoin. I'm sure there will be more regulation, but banning it is now off the table. And in fact, guys, that wasn't really an option to begin with. You cannot really outright ban Bitcoin, right? That doesn't really make any sense. It's not some centralized entity. Bitcoin would still exist even if every government in the world said, hey, stop buying Bitcoin. This should accelerate adoption. For instance, the feasibility for a massive pension or hedge fund to get exposure to Bitcoin has improved markedly. And it's too early to tell what's going to happen in the US regulatory front, but moves like this are reason for Bitcoin advocates to celebrate. It adds reason to hope that regulators will continue to work with the market on friendly and sensible regulations moving forward. And with that being said, SEC Commissioner here, Hester Pierce, says the market is ready for a Bitcoin exchange-traded product. The regulator, playfully known as Crypto Mom, said people are already eager to trade a Bitcoin ETP, and so if we don't give them the natural way, which I think would be an ETP, they're going to look for other less optimal ways to do it. And she looks forward to working with the new SEC Chairman Gary Gensler once the former MIT digital currency professor is confirmed by the Senate. And there's really no other way to sum this up. The juice is loose. Wow, so we have top altcoin ADA coming extremely close for the first time in history to $1. We have Chainlink literally just within 50 cents of its all-time highs, ready to break as well. We see Ethereum still kind of battling right around $1,800 with its current all-time high still around $1,820. I still personally think this is going to be heading up throughout the month of February. My personal price target for Ethereum in the month of February 2021 is about $2,500 per Ether. And guys, I was just shocked to see Bitcoin rebound so fast here. I thought for sure that we could come down at least a little bit over the next 24 hours when I posted the video yesterday, but Bitcoin just remains extremely strong, and I personally think it is very largely due to fundamental news, which we just covered. Some of that news, we covered the MasterCard news. For the most part, guys, I mean, if you look around the space and you want to find some bullish news for Bitcoin, that's basically all you're going to find, except you can find like Nouriel Roubini and Peter Sniff talking bad about Bitcoin because they absolutely made a huge mistake and they missed out on one of the best, actually the best investment of the last 1 trillion years. Talk about absolute glue sniffers. So actually Bitcoin is on target to potentially continue rising here, to my surprise. But one key thing we have to look for on the 1 hour chart is that currently where we got that rejection is basically the exact same level we got rejected here back 2 days ago on February 9th. It is this key fib level of the 1.414 extension. Okay, after we've initiated this breakout, same exact level where we've come into resistance here that we did 2 days ago. It'll be interesting to see if Bitcoin is able to hold these very short-term moving averages like it was unable to do yesterday. However, you see it immediately flipped back above those, regained this fib level, went straight to the next one. Next price target would be right around 52,000 US dollars, a little under 52,000 US dollars. But guys, if we break 50K, again, when we approach 50K, as we've seen over the past few months, when we approach these big, giant, even levels, 50K being one of them, we don't stop at them. We keep going. When we actually breached 20K, did we stop at 21K? No, we absolutely exploded. It just kept going. So breaching this level here, I think will give us about 48,200, right, our current all-time high. I think we'll have a very nice chance to absolutely rocket up way past 50K. Now, if we go to this chart, you see same kind of fib levels we're seeing on this chart here, still showing the same target as well, a little over 50K. But again, I personally think that once we break these all-time highs, again, it's going to be a little more explosive than people expect. Same thing here. When we breached the all-time highs of about 42, did we stop right at 42? No, we, basically immediately went from, we shot up from 39 all the way up to almost 50K. And again, we can't just factor in this as only being TA because, again, the Elon pump was a huge factor. Especially like this MasterCard news, this news that I just read, just a few minutes ago in this video. All of this fundamental news could not be more bullish for Bitcoin. And we also have to keep in mind that F2 pool, the largest mining pool, is still dumping Bitcoin at key critical levels. Yet, what do we notice? Like, if we take a zoom back and look week after week for Bitcoin, for the most part, guys, it's been just straight up, right? We had a few weeks of consolidation, but even with the largest mining pool on the planet selling very large amounts of Bitcoin at critical levels, that if they didn't sell at those levels, it would most likely be breaking a lot higher and shattering some of these resistance. First of all, not only are they selling, that's not the problem. They're selling, but also shorting it. So again, that's a very clear type of manipulation. When you sell something, because you're the one selling it, you can take out short positions and basically make even more money because you're the one dumping it. It's going to dump the price. You take a position that it's going to get shorted or you're going to short it. That is mucho more Bitcoin. So again, whether you agree with that or not, I personally think selling on the market is fine, right? Selling at key critical levels, it's kind of annoying, but they're allowed to do that. But then by adding on top of it, also shorting it because you know that you have the power to move it and then you can take advantage and, scoop up more Bitcoin. I don't know, it seems like a little bit of turkey gobble to me. But if we go to our chart here, we did actually bounce on the 6 hour chart right around like 43. This is going to be the key test though, because if Bitcoin's able to shatter this over the next day or two, especially going into the weekend here, I think it's very possible we could see Bitcoin breaking far above 50K this weekend, maybe even just backtesting 50K as support this weekend. Wow, so let me know what you guys think as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I actually am feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully, within the next 24, 48 hours, I'm feeling closer to 100%, in which case, yes, we're going to be picking a winner for the hardware wallet equivalent in BTC or access to T4. probably within the next day or two. So yeah, make sure to leave your comment below and subscribe to make sure you're entered. And as well, if you're interested in trading, make sure to take advantage of our Bybit and Femex deposit bonuses below. Femex specifically if you want to trade a lot of altcoins, and then Bybit for some of the best Bitcoin and Ethereum trading on the market.